Channel message. So you have certain family members in your life, and it can be anybody, it's just the energy here. But these certain family members, they have done you wrong. They have used you, taken advantage of you, they have abused you, they have disrespected you, and they have just mistreated you. And yet, they have taken zero accountability for what they have done to you and the hurt and pain that they have caused you. Their actions on how they treated you caused a rift in you all's relationship because you were the one that was showing up authentically. You were giving them unconditional love. You were the one that was being genuine with them. You were being helpful. You were being considerate. You were being compassionate. You were being empathetic. You were giving them love in whatever way or shape or form this was, like the different love languages. You were giving them acts of service. So you were helping them in their time of need, or you were just helping them in general to take the load off of their shoulders. You were helping them to carry their burdens that really weren't even yours to carry because that was theirs to carry. And you had your own burdens to worry about, but you basically had your own while helping them carry theirs because of how strong you are. Two, another love language is words of affirmation. You were speaking life into these people. You were saying things to encourage these people and uplift their spirit. But they were giving you the exact opposite. They were not speaking life into you. They were not uplifting you. They were belittling you. They were putting you down. They were trying to make you seem as if you were beneath them. They were trying to make it seem as if you were not good enough. They were trying to make it seem that you were that you were not trying hard enough, that you weren't putting in enough effort. And when you were putting in more than enough effort, your efforts were still very undervalued and unappreciated. And also, when it came to the acts of service, there wasn't any type of reciprocity. Because while you were giving them so much to help them and to take the load off of their shoulders, they did not help take the load off of yours. So if you were in a position where you were working for these people or helping them out and there was some form of financial compensation, you were not paid what you were worth. You were not compensated for what the job was worth. Excuse me. Confirmation burp that you were overworked and underpaid. So they were requiring so much work out of you, so much of your time, so much of your energy and resources, so much of your help and assistance and support. However, you were working well below your pay grade. Like the amount of work that you were doing in comparison to how much money they were giving you to compensate you was not reciprocal. They weren't paying you enough. And these people did this on purpose. Hear me when I say this. They did this on purpose. They purposely underpaid you because they know that you may not even be like this in your present time, okay? But this was back then. Back then, you were not as vocal about when people were doing you wrong or when you were feeling like people were being shysty or when you felt like you were getting the short end of the deal or short end of the stick, when you felt that people were not doing right by you or you just felt like something was off or that this does, thank you, Spirit, when things did not seem fair, you were not one to be vocal about it and to speak up and go confront them on it. And they knew this. Trust me when I say this. They knew that you are the type of person where when things go wrong or when things are unfair and unjust, you were not the person to speak up and confront them and go to them and say, hey, what's up with this? Because why is this happening? We need to discuss this. We need to figure out something else. You were not one to advocate for yourself. And this is why, like, you do this now. Like, now in present day, you do advocate for yourself. You do speak up. You are more vocal. You don't allow yourself to be silenced, or you don't allow yourself to be silent in moments that you need to speak up. Because yes, we can go around talking about how silence is powerful, but yes, it is. But you have to also understand that words are even more powerful than your silence. And like, there's a time to speak, there's a time to be silent, and we have to discern when is the right time. We have to discern when is the right time to be silent and when is the right time to actually speak up. But if we keep saying, oh, silence is powerful, it makes people think that you have to be silent all the time. No, you have to speak up, use your voice. You have to. So in moments that you need to be silent, be silent. In the moments that you need to speak up, speak up. Do not confuse the two. Do not. So listen, they did this on purpose because they know that you are not the type to speak up and to be vocal and to confront them. You are not a very confrontational person. Excuse me. And the reason why this person did this to you was for the sole purpose of them getting over on you, of them taking advantage of you. Because let me tell you, these people are predatory by nature. Okay. And a lot of times when we think of predators, we think a person that is lustful, someone that wants to, invade your private parts. They want to violate your body. And although that is one of the more severe forms of predatory nature, is when people are lustful, and that's how people get SA'd. That's not always the case when it comes to being lustful. Another side of being lustful is people that are demanding and controlling and people that want to be controlling and conquering over somebody else. Like when a person wants to conquer you, they want to basically bully you and mess with you and fuck with you and like back you up into a corner. They want to just do you how they do you. They want to control your every move. They want to, just control your aspect of life. They want to control what you do. They want to control how you think about yourself. They want to control your perspective of life. They want to control where you, like, your next direction in life. They want to, pretty much punk you, back you into a corner, make you feel like you can't defend yourself, make you feel like you can't stand up for yourself. They want to gaslight you and make you feel like you speaking up is you being abusive or you being the aggressor, when you're not. You're just being human that is confident and courageous and demanding the respect that you know that you deserve, that you know that you are worthy of. These people are predatory by nature because they are predators, and they sought out prey against you. Or I'm not sure if you say it the right way, but like thank you, Spirit. They prayed against you. They wanted to take advantage of you, to feel like they conquered you, to feel like they succeeded over you in such a way because you are like a challenge to them. They wanted to gain control over you. So they had to bring you close to them, very, very close to them, so that they can control you and be able to control the narrative. So all the while they're doing all of these horrific things to you behind closed doors, they're around telling everybody else a totally different narrative, a totally different story, making them out to be these heroes and making you out to be the one that is just constantly the problem. They spoke about, they created problems out of thin air and told it to other people because they could not find a problem with you because you were doing everything right. And these people definitely prayed against you because they knew that you were the type of person that, you gave off that energy. Like, how bullies, they bully people that they feel like is not going to bully them back, is not going to stand up to them. That's exactly what they did. They bullied you because they knew that you're not going to bully back. And then eventually you rose to your power, you stood in your power, and you eventually started fighting these people back later on. And then, they kind of got a whiff of that energy. And when you matched energy and mirrored that back to them, and they couldn't handle the same thing that they dished out. But listen, these people feel as if they are above the law, as if out of all the horrible things that they have done to you, they want to act like you have done so many things to them and you are the main one that has hurt them, when really they're not. And they expect you to take accountability for everything, including their wrongdoings. They expect you to be the only one that apologizes, and they feel like they don't have to apologize to you. They feel like they haven't done anything wrong. It's because they feel like they are very above the law. These people lack emotional intelligence, and they were immature on how they treated you.